How you doing?
Yeah, right. Why are you in that room now?
My office is being painted.
Oh, nice. What colour?
It's sort of yellowy, like near white, but with a bit of yellow.
Right.
I am. Petra's taking the lead on it. I think I told you.
No, really.
I said to Petra.
You went for pale lemon, did you?
I think it's called. I saw it had a kind of fancy name. But yeah, because I told you her office is like, well, she's got this tiny little room and it's really nice, and I've got a proper office and I want to sit in hers rather than my disgusting room.
Yeah.
So I said, can you make it how you would have it, and then I'll slowly ruin it with dust and whatever.
Coke.
Empty Coke cans from yesterday and things. But yeah, how are you?
Yeah, all right.
Good.
Yeah.
Special guest?
Yeah, special guest today, yeah. What time are they coming on?
10 past.
Surprise guest, should we say? I don't know who's coming on.
Surprise, sorry, yeah. Surprise,
Yeah.
so you don't know. How are you feeling about it? Well, I sort of said it's someone we know-ish. You know,
I've sort of got an idea who it might be.
Go on, then say.
No, I don't want to say.
Or in case you ruin it.
Well,
you
I don't know who it's going to be. I don't know.
Okay.
Don't know.
No, I don't think you will know. So that's exciting.
Yeah.
We have got. Can we say that who we've got coming next week? I think.
I want to confirm it first, properly confirm it. Yeah.
Is it not confirmed then? I thought it was.
Well, it is, but I just want to do a double confirmation.
Well, I might just say. But then
don't, because then I'll have to edit it out.
Okay.
I just want to make sure today.
Okay.
Otherwise,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheers.
No, fine.
Cheers.
No, that's fine. So, what do we talk about until they come along?
How are you feeling about all this?
What special guest?
No, about the project.
About Chatterbix.
I
had a dream.
Because our numbers have gone right up, haven't they?
Yeah, it's good. It's great.
And it's sort of, like this morning.
I absolutely love those texts you send me when you go, the numbers have gone up. I absolutely love them.
Well, it's because they're going up quite a lot. I sort of started panicking a little bit. I don't know why. It's never going to. But I was like, that is a lot of people in a day.
Why is it going up?
I've no idea. Well, because we've got guests.
But I don't think it is, because it goes up when we don't have guests as well, though.
Yeah, but people are probably like, oh, Dermot O'Leary's on last week.
So they're going back to it. And
I don't know.
Well, it's great. Thank you.
I just don't want to lose what it was.
What was it? What do you mean?
Like, proper shit.
Oh, do you think... Well, you can't.
I just don't like it. I like that it's turning into what I wanted, which was this morning on GMTV.
It's evolving. You can't.
No, yeah, exactly.
You can't go back.
No.
There's no. Well, you're definitely looking at rose tinted, because remember how annoyed you'd get when my mic would play up and then I'd just have to do it through my headphones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like
they were great
heady days. Yeah.
But if we do another project, we'd have to do a series like that, won't we? So it's up and down this.
What do you mean?
Chatterbix. Well, if we do a project where we're away from home.
Oh yeah. Oh, I see. Yes, where you have to take the mic
back to hotel rooms. And,
yeah.
Anyway, whatever.
I absolutely love the fact that my mic works now, and I can move. You know, I'm a bit embarrassed by this, but there's a bit of me that absolutely loves after we've gone pushing it away.
Yeah, I know.
It's a really good feeling.
It's quite sturdy, isn't it?
Yeah, and you feel safe, and you push it away, and you go.
Yeah, I know.
And I like that.
You want to get one of these? Get one of these.
What?
I've shown it to you before. Get one of those.
Oh yeah, what is it again?
Oh, I don't know.
But what does it do? It makes sounds.
It can control everything you're doing. Just go bing, zoom.
But bing. I don't know what would I do that I could put through that? Give me
I don't know.
Not look at my email or anything.
Yeah, probably do that. It does everything.
Oh, okay.
And you build folders upon folders. So within that folder, you build another folder. I'm so bored.
I am a bit.
Bored.
I think you've done this before. I think you've talked about it before.
I went for it. So right. You might be interested in this. I thought, do you know what? I was chatting to someone the other day, and blah 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 about. Anyway, whatever. And I thought, I'm
one of the world's greatest storytellers. Anyway. Oh fuck it, who cares? Oh fucking hell. Anyway.
I trained this morning at 7:15. I got out on the patio. I got the straps out. I was listening to the first song of the new Idols album, fucking getting turned on. And so I was doing all that, and then. Our garden is mad. There's quite different levels and steps. So I just ran round. So it's just like, and then I went up and down the steps up to the door, and I was just like, "Fuck it! If they see me, who gives a fuck?" And then I watched the Rocky training montage in my office, Rocky 1 and Rocky 2.
What's the training montage in 2?
Yeah, double. It's like 8 minutes long with all the kids following.
Oh, is that in 2? Oh, right. I got confused.
Yeah. So I truthfully, I was chatting to my boys. I was like, "Oh, that's Rocky, and he's training to be the world champion, and there he's running as fast as." And I nearly started crying.
No,
I think it had something to do with being. I was like, "Why am I crying?"
How did the lads
to do with
look
the music, and I was 10 when I was into it, and
yeah, I sort of know what you mean. Sometimes Did they see you
Rocky
cry?
really try? I couldn't handle it. So I went out, said, "Boys, go upstairs, brush your teeth. I'm going out for a run." I put the Rocky montage music on, and I fucking gave it some up that road. And there was a bit where I was like, "This is the point where he's running past that big ship. Now fucking put it in, boy."
There's a lot going on in this run.
Right, I'm out. That'll do me till the guests is it.
That's a great little up and down morning. You've done so much this morning. I just pottered about.
Yeah.
While you were having a roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah.
Crying.
Yeah. Oh, I nearly cried like twice. Like, God, what is that? It's the music. Rocky means so much to me. That guy, that character.
I've noticed I'm getting with telly.
Oh, his guest is here.
Oh.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
Hello, Jess Ransom. How are you?
I'm all right, thanks. How are you?
Yeah, good. Thanks for coming on.
That's all
Hello.
right.
Do you know?
I didn't know you were coming on.
Did
you not?
No,
it's a surprise guest section.
I forgot
I mean,
to say.
last time I'm sure the surprise guest was Dermot O'Leary because I listened to it. So this must
you
be
now.
Yeah, I know, but it's hardly.
You look like you're in Joe's office. It's the same colour wall.
Oh yeah.
Well.
Oh my God,
You're not, are you?
And I've got a picture in that position as well.
Have you? Well, I'm
Yeah,
in my living room, so.
Oh, my picture up there though is. Do you remember Ray Presto? Do you remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, he used to hand out a bit of paper. There was this old magician guy who was on the circuit.
Right.
And he'd hand out a letter to people if you wanted to hire him, and it said all the things he would and wouldn't do on his act.
Oh, brilliant.
And
He was about 90, wasn't
yeah,
he?
and it was genuinely one of the best things I'd ever read. It told you how many waistcoats he had. It said he would not take animals in his act because he would not be prepared to travel with them and put them under any stress.
Well, he'd hand that to the promoter.
Yeah, he'd hand it to people like if you wanted to book him, and he just handed it to me one day, and it's and I framed it. It was the best thing I've ever read. It just went into so much detail. The do's
Amazing.
Yeah, so I had to frame it. It's amazing.
Do's and don'ts and booking me.
I will not travel with animals. I will not put them under duress. So I'm afraid I will not do that. And it was just all in this letter that he would hand out to people. It was amazing. Anyway, how are you, Jess?
I'm all right, thanks. Yeah, not bad.
Thanks for doing this.
Yeah,
Fine.
basically we've gone Doc Martin heavy over the last few months.
When you first got in touch with me, I had a little listen, and I was like, okay. But having not seen it, you've gone Doc Martin heavy.
Yeah, because
That's fine. I'm not like, you don't have to pretend to have watched it. Don't be sorry. You're too young to watch it.
That's the first time anyone's ever said that to us in the last 15 years.
I don't think. No, but because I moved down to Devon.
Yeah.
And I feel like I would love it. I just haven't got around to watching it.
Hey, honestly, you don't need to backpedal. It's fine.
No, I'm not.
No, honestly, just
I know I'm being genuine. Like I've said to Joe, I'd love to write.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
I've
say.
never seen Doc Martin, but I'd love to write
the new Doc Martin. And he throws over ideas for potential storylines and stuff, and has never seen it.
Okay, great.
So it's a definite.
When I saw that you had done like 40 odd episodes, I was like, you're quids-in.
Well, it's every other year. I've got a nice lounge. It's every other year. And then we're just about to do another one, but there's been a 2-year gap because of COVID and stuff.
Well, the landlady said this is the final season.
It is.
Or is it?
Or is it? Because John over the road.
Yes, I know, dear John.
The lady at the co-op. Because the lady in the co-op is obsessed with John, basically.
All ladies are, is she?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, actually, saying that, we were in the garden having a drink a couple of years ago, and that's what the ladies on the road were talking about. They were talking about John, basically, in great detail. Anyway.
He sets hearts aflutter wherever he goes.
He really does. I'm a little bit taken
annoyed
when I see him.
Yeah.
Right. I'm fine with that now. But I've got my point. But John told me that this has been said a lot over the last 10 years. This is the last series, and the co-op lady thinks it might not be this last series because she's heard that before.
Well, I've done 5 last series of it.
Right.
Have you?
And this will be my 6th.
Right.
So, but I do genuinely think this is the last one.
Why?
Why would it be? Different vibe?
Just as I start getting into it.
Hey, there's plenty to watch. I don't know, just more final words in the old emails about it and stuff.
Clunes gets pushed off a cliff or something.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? I haven't read it all yet, so that could be. But I do think it is. But then, I'd be happy to be proved wrong.
It's lovely when you've got a job which is in the diary, even if it's like night, it takes the pressure off. And
it's really nice.
When I did Him and Her, and I was like, all I've got to do is get to June.
Yeah.
I've got to do.
And then there's a point at which you start, you give up on the thought of getting anything else. Yeah. Because you're like, well, probably I'm not getting auditions because they know I'm going to be busy. So,
is it a lovely job to? Because I went to Port Isaac about a month ago.
Right.
I said to my wife, please can we go and just have a look at the set? So I
literally had to Google what the set was.
Right.
And I was like, this looks a cosy job in this village.
Yeah.
John told me about the per diems as well.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it is pretty great. Like the first time I went, so 2011, 11 years ago, I couldn't drive, and so I spent my per diems on driving lessons. And
nice.
But a Cornish driving instructor, so he lived locally, so I had all of my lessons around there, and so he was also like a folk storyteller. So he'd take me for a drive to a new bit of Cornwall, tell me a folk tale or two, and then we'd drive back. God. And then I did my test in Bodmin on the last day of the shoot.
But then you had to drive around London and stuff, and you must have been like, holy shit, there's other cars.
I know. Well, I'm really good on those windy roads, but I'm rubbish in traffic.
So what's your character, and how did you get the part? Did you obviously have to audition and stuff?
Oh,
and
yeah.
Did you auditions in front of Clunes and stuff?
No.
Martin, don't call him Clunes. Martin. Oh, morning, Wilkinson.
I'd love that. I always wanted to be called Wilco, actually, so it's not an issue.
Okay, well, you got it.
We'll try and start it.
Yeah, do you know what? I'd absolutely love that. But.
Okay, great. Fine. From now on.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And what series did you enter the show at?
5? Yeah,
okay.
5.
Right, fully established.
Yeah, no, I think it is. So when I did like 2 auditions for it, I didn't meet Clunes.
Okay, Clunes.
If Jess is saying it, it's
fine.
fine.
I call him Martin, but it's fine. Everybody knows.
I'd call him Martin.
I don't know why I'm so relaxed about saying his name, actually.
No, because you wouldn't be if he came on the pod.
No,
oh, you would. He's so nice. He'd be fine.
He looks like. Let's cut to the chase. He looks lovely.
Yeah, he's absolutely fab. He's really nice.
He looks like you want to hug him and play with him.
Yeah,
and,
I mean.
Well,
no, it's
play pool or something or dart.
Yeah, play a game. He's good in a quiz. There's like a quiz every week in the local pizza restaurant, and everybody goes. Like the whole crew go.
Look at this is so nice.
Yeah, it is pretty brilliant. And like I've had in the time since I started doing it, I've like had kids. So the last 2 times I've been down there, I've had my kids with me.
So is he the godfather?
No, I mean I should have done that, shouldn't I?
Wow.
I mean,
is one of them called Martin?
That'd be so awkward. We've called him Martin.
Called Martin.
Yeah.
Martin.
Jess, when it comes to acting, I get really panicky to the point where I get sort of chronic fatigue syndrome.
Yeah, okay.
and you talk about it a lot.
Which is why I don't
It really is.
Were you nervous when you turned up on set?
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, I was
opposite the big guy.
Yeah,
but how do you deal with the nerves?
Well, but also when I did my first read through, the other new person in the cast was Dame Eileen Atkins. So when you do that awful thing where you go around the table and say hello, that like the new girls were me and her. And so, and nobody had a fucking clue who I was. Still don't, but like, she was like, oh, and everybody's all reverential. But actually, it's quite good because I kind of just crept in under the radar.
Yeah.
But I still get in it. Like, terrible.
You've got your feet under the table now. You must be less nervous now.
How do you deal with them? How do you deal with them, Jeff?
Well,
please help me.
I just.
He's got an acting job coming up, and it's really.
It's really doing my head in.
What is it? Could you say?
It's a little film,
right? And what are you nervous about? The people you're doing it with, or
no?
What
the people are gorgeous. Just me. It's just me. My ability.
Try this every day, Jess.
I don't want to go into.
You do.
I just want to know how you deal with it, Jess.
Well, on Doc Martin now it's fine because I know what I'm doing. But like stuff where you just turn up and it's your first thing.
Horrible, yeah.
I think my thing is that I always just think. Everyone can get this wrong. Everybody here could ruin this take, not just me. So, like...
Oh, that's a good way to put it. Really negative.
Yeah, really negative.
Really.
But if the boom comes into shot, that's not my fault. That's their fault. But if I get my lines wrong, that's my fault. So everybody's worried about what they're doing.
Yeah.
I've
got a thing where I'm like, is this... So what was that, Joe?
I'll say line learning stresses me out. That's the thing where I'm like, because it's just not learning, it's learning to the point where you're comfortable. And let's be honest, but it's a ball ache.
Also, what is coming out of your mouth? Does it look natural and real? Or I just don't know what's right. And
I think just back yourself. You've got the job. You'll be fine. Like
too late for that, Jeff. You need another way
honestly,
round.
I was looking at Martin Clunes the other night in the Doc Martin going, what's he doing there? How's he doing
we do this a lot, though,
right,
don't we? We did this with Tony Way. We watched Tony Way.
Yeah.
When we acted with Tony Way and we chatted for about 2 hours after. What's Tony doing? Why is Tony... And then we asked Tony, he went, I don't know what I'm doing. And we were like, we analysed that for like 2 hours and we thought, Is that conscious?
Yeah.
Is he,
No,
what's he
but-
doing with his hands? Why is he doing that with his hands?
But also, as soon as you start to think about what you're doing, that's when it
Yeah,
gets rubbish.
that's the end.
That's when you've
Yeah.
suddenly got your arms in the air and you're like,
Yeah.
why am I
Yeah.
doing that?
Yeah, I do that. Do that a lot.
David does a lot of. Put your hands down, David. Put your
Yeah.
hands down. Just say
And
the
also-
words you haven't learnt properly and put your hands
Also,
down.
I'm really dreadful at so I can do something once and then they'll go, oh, you picked up the phone in that hand on that one. I'm like, why would I ever have done that? I've never done that in my life and it feels so unnatural.
Yeah.
But also with lines, I quite often hide them in places. So like I'll open a drawer and suddenly that's quite handy.
That's when you're comfortable on set, though.
Oh, yeah,
you're
on
at
that
home
one.
when you're doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On that one, I am.
Yeah, I've got to that point where I'm just like in the back pocket. Your lines, are they? Who cares?
No, but even like
Yeah, you wrote it, so you're really cocky, basically.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you've written it, you go,
Yeah.
well, it wouldn't be here if I hadn't written it.
yeah, so,
Yeah.
yeah, but also tricky words that I can't remember. I'll just make it part of my continuity that I open a cupboard on that line and read it.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
sometimes.
You must dread scenes in a field.
Oh yeah, terrible. Right, I'm on the side of a cow, blade of grass.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. So what is your role in Doc Martin?
I'm the receptionist.
So you've got a lot of scenes with Martin.
Yeah, a lot of sitting down, eye rolling, next patient, a lot of that. A lot of bursting in.
Have you got a thing in front of you so you could literally have the reception, so you could literally have you can have your script at hand all the time?
Oh, yeah,
basically, under some pile of notes or something.
Desk drawer on set is full of the previous series worth of sides. It's just and all my old snacks. Very comfortable. But anything where I have to be anywhere else, I'm in trouble.
Jess, I stood outside the Dr. Martin's.
It's very respectful.
Yeah. Head bowed. Minute
I stood
silence.
outside Dr. Martin's surgery.
Yes.
Do you actually film in the building I stood outside, or is there
There's a studio.
Where's that?
That is just outside of the village. There's a farm, which is like a working cattle farm.
They've built a set on a farm.
Yeah, it's in one of the barns.
No way.
Sometimes we have to stop filming because the cows are mooing too loudly.
Well, when I saw a scene filmed in there, I was looking out the door. I was like, no, this is the house.
Yeah, we just do the doorstep bits there. It's a holiday cottage. You could rent it, David.
I know. I've looked it up. Yeah, I've looked it up. Yeah.
But you'd have loads of people outside your window all the time taking photos.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good, would it? In fact, there were like 10 when I went, and it was
including
December, and including me and my children and my wife.
Yeah.
So there'd only been 6 if it hadn't been you.
Yeah.
They would have had quite a nice holiday if you Wallies hadn't turned up.
I know.
What about the little... Jess, is this all right asking?
Yeah, ask away.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about the little sweet shop? There is a sweet shop.
There is a sweet shop. That's the chemist.
You must film in the sweet shop.
Yes. Yeah, those are tricky days because it's really tiny.
Yeah.
And quite a lot of that. So my character's got an actual house in the village.
Oh, where? So I walk around the little...
So it's on Dolphin Street, which is like a windy place. And I think it's owned by a relative of Ben Shepherd because, when you're in there, there's loads of pictures of him as a kid. And I think it's his auntie.
Let's hope it's a relative.
Just a fan.
Fan of him as a kid.
Yeah.
Not so much as an adult.
I think it's Ben Shepherd's auntie's house.
And is your house a set as well?
My house is a real house. So we go.
Oh, yours is a real house.
Yeah,
they haven't built you a set.
Yeah. And then we all live in the village while we're there.
So do you get up and literally clean your teeth and stuff and then walk down to set? So you look at it and go, oh, I'm in the sweet shop early. Or
sometimes you do get to just... I always have to go up to unit base, which is the farm, because I have to put my, all my silly things on. But yeah, quite often you just pop back to your house and have a sit down. Or pop to John's
house. Why am I so
house.
enthralled by this?
Yeah,
it's so weird.
I think because it feels like nice. You know what I mean? Like it feels like
and it feels like Disneyland to me. Just like
David
magical. Yeah,
David really wants to do a walk on back.
I really want to walk on.
Come and be in the surgery.
Because he's an hour and a half away, aren't you?
You should come and sit and be in a surgery.
If I left now, I'll be there by 11.
Great.
When do you start filming?
Honestly, don't tempt me because I will.
Oh no, please do.
Could we get him to do it?
Yeah, definitely.
Because it's a nice family show. You probably.
What do you mean be in the surgery?
We could come and be a patient in the waiting room.
Oh
my God!
You come and sit and read a puzzler.
I bet that'll be the day they go.
Read a puzzler.
Cut. Who's the guy in the?
Who's the guy crying? Who's the guy getting
read
stressed?
the magazine naturally, please.
Why is he limping?
Why is his hands in the air?
Why is he trying to talk like Terry Wogan?
Are you serious, Jess?
Yeah,
Have
totally.
you got the power to?
I mean, I can talk to them. They're always looking for essays. But you should actually be in it. Like,
honestly, my heart would just burst with. Honestly,
there must be a little someone comes
like
into
the road
sweet
sweeper.
Shop. Yeah, but
Hey, Terry. Hey.
why is he always called Terry?
But there must be a scene where you need someone to like buy a packet of crisps before you come in or something. Maybe David could have like one or two lines.
Okay, all right. I'll talk to.
Why? What? Why? I might as well just be sat in the surgery.
Where are we buying a packet of crisps?
Let's get you.
I'm happy to be the street man.
Okay.
The street cleaner.
What just offered you in the reception, and you're basically saying, "No, I want to be a road sweeper." Just take the flipping part that you've been offered. Stop.
I can just see it with one of those little brushes and a pad.
Yeah, but they haven't written that person in. No. They need a bloke on the puzzle book. Do you not know how this stuff works?
Yeah.
David turns up sweeping the road
that would be
outside.
amazing, Jess.
Yeah, all right. I'll talk to the.
How far is it from your house, Sir David? Is it an hour and a half drive?
About an hour and a half.
God,
fine. Great.
Oh my God, this would be so good.
You should just come and hang out and have a nice time with me and John.
Honestly, I'd love to.
And just have a beer in the
When
pub.
are you filming? When
We
are you
start
filming?
in a few weeks and then we're there till the end of July.
Is it in February? Do you start in February?
Yeah.
Because it's before the film, Dave, so you could get down there before the film, and we could do an on-set Chatterbix where you're on the set, and I'll call you, and Jess and John can.
Yeah, we'll.
God, I'm nervous now. I don't know why.
Honestly, if I imagine Martin Clunes is like 7'5". Like
He's
Jesus
tall.
Christ, there he
is he?
Yeah.
You could probably grab a little 2 minutes with Martin. Get a little.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let me just do this scene.
Let me just do this thing that I'm in charge of, you little prick.
Oh, I'd love to see that. I'd love to see you filming all that.
Yeah.
Ethan said you get a lot of fans watching.
Oh yeah, lots of
From
Australians.
all over the world, apparently.
Yeah, Australians and Americans, and they call themselves the Clunatics.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's great.
and they're properly like they make.
Slightly disrespectful, but that's.
I know.
The Martin Clunatics.
Yes. Yeah, but they like make us stuff. Somebody made me like a sort of strange, like wooden butter paddle.
Yeah, what?
Like a butter paddle. Very odd.
Are you comfortable with that?
Yeah.
I mean,
Which obviously got never taken out of the wrapper. I should
no,
imagine.
it's in my drawer. And they've like made Lego of us, and they do drawings of us. Like John Marquez is like prime Clunatic.
I bet his Lego figure's not got his top on.
Yeah, no, it's just salt and pepper.
Two of him, basically.
Yeah, it's they're pretty full.
Unnerving.
Well, I feel like I'm less of a target for it, but I only have positive sort of. And people sometimes want to like get a photo of my kids. I'm like, not them. Not them.
Why would you want that?
I don't know. I just think they feel like they know you a bit. But also, I don't have kids on the show. It's just, I don't know.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. That's the dark side of Dr.
No,
Martin.
I mean, it's all very friendly. It's all very nice.
The dogs, don't go down that route. Yeah. I think you were the one making it dark, David. I forgot what I was going to ask. If it does, heaven forbid, end this year,
Yeah.
will there be that? Because I was at the end. I was in the last episode of Miranda ever, and it was quite awkward for me.
Because it was just a
really
guest.
involved.
No, and everyone was crying and sort of hugging, and I'd only been in the whole thing for like 9 minutes.
Right.
And it was really tense for me because there was a massive speech, and like the head of the BBC turned up, and everyone, and I was just so.
Please get me on for the last episode.
We'll get everybody to give you that round of applause.
David bawling his eyes out.
Yeah.
Why is that extra crying?
Well, yeah. I mean, but what? So tell me more about that. So did you still get the horribly embarrassing clap thing? Oh, I suppose it's live, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it was the live show. It was the last live. So they did all the outside stuff,
Yeah.
Then they did the studio, and then that ended, and then there was just, because I didn't know it was coming as well,
right?
So there was just this. So I'd just been sort of hanging about, sort of wanted to go home, and then this thing happened, and everyone started. It got really emotional, but obviously I wasn't invested. So
were you just like comforting them? And
yeah, but I had to sort of join in, and I was thanking people for everything, and because because you sort of
quickly writing cards to hand out.
It was just a bit like, oh, and then you go, oh, thanks for everything, and then you go, oh no, thanks for everything. I wasn't saying it first, but it was, But then Miranda was given like flowers and everything, and there was this sort of speech, and it was obviously, if you've done it for like 5 years, it's been a massive show. It obviously means a lot, but if you come in as a guest spot once,
it's I mean, Doc Martin, that'll be an emotional end.
It'll be. But it's kind of, because it's always a big gap between them. Whenever we finish, it's like, well, also we're there for a long time, so you get to the end of it and you go, great, it's time to go home now and go back to our lives.
But that must be tough, actually. It's a long time away, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's weirdly, like, my husband always is like, are you going to want to move there? Because it happens every time. And every time I go there, I'm like, we're going to move to the seaside.
Yeah.
And then I come back to London, I'm like, it's too busy and too stressful. And then eventually I reacclimatise. So I'm annoying for him. Like 4.5 months. Yeah.
Do you come back during the filming?
Well,
at all?
I haven't done in the previous times I've done it, because the boy, my kids have been with me for the last 2.
Oh, okay. That's good.
So, like, they went to nursery there and had, like, a nanny and all that stuff. She lived in a caravan on Polzeath. But this time, because my kids are at school now, I'm going to have to come back at the weekends. So I'm going to spend quite a lot of time.
It's really, do you know what? This project I've got, I'm away for, like, 5 weeks. I'm dreading being away from the boys. It's really hard.
How old are yours?
Well, my 2 youngest are 6 and 4.
Right, mine are 5 and 3. So I feel like it's all going to be.
It's really tough.
Yeah.
And it's also, when you come home, like your husband or my wife have to adjust to you being in the house again. Yeah. And you're like, oh, right, you're back. Yeah, I am back. And then you're off again. And it's really hard.
Yeah,
you don't
like
say
Ben
it like
went.
That, though, do you?
Well, no, but it is a bit like that, because Ben went to Lithuania for 5 weeks last year. And he came back, and we were like happy to see him, but we were like, we were all sorted.
We've got our little routine.
Yeah, we're fine without you, actually. Yeah. Like, you're really ruining this thing that we've got.
I sense that with me.
That's after an hour doing Chatterbix, isn't it?
He comes back into the house. But so where do you have to go for yours?
Ireland.
Oh, and are you there for the whole time?
Yeah.
Right.
It's too far to come back, isn't it, I guess?
Yeah. And so you coming back every weekend from Cornwall?
Well, I don't know yet. I'll wait and see.
That's like a 7-hour drive, though, isn't it?
I'm going to probably do some nice sitting on the train and having a stare out the window. But also, I don't work every day. With filming, you don't, do you? So
No.
it makes it sound like you're kind of actually working quite hard, but I have plenty of time
Nice
off.
seeing the days you got off, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
The best
But then you have days off during the week where I can do like some nice walks on the coastal path.
Yeah.
If genuinely, if Doc Martin was going for another 10 years, I think there'd be people, if they listened to this, battering down the doors to do that job, because it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. It's really nice. And especially like, because I'm really good mates with John. And so we like fall into our little routine of like, oh, should we drive up here and then have lunch? Should you go for a run? Like, just, you have quite a nice holiday life.
I live opposite of him, and we never do any of that.
Yeah. I don't know what to
live directly opposite him, and we've never gone for a nice drive and a lunch. So, okay. I hope he's listening to this.
Yeah, okay.
Maybe make a little bit more effort with me, John.
Well, maybe you need to make more effort with him, Wilco.
Yeah.
Well, why do I always have to be the first? Well, thank you for the Wilco bit, actually. I'm just saying, I was in the class with a guy called Ian Wilkinson, and he got called Wilkinson, and it killed me every day.
He got called Wilkinson?
Ian Wilkinson got called Wilco.
Right.
Okay.
And I didn't, and it ate away at me for 5 years at school. So this is, so it means a lot to me being called Wilco.
Okay, good. glad we've made your dreams come true.
I don't ask much. I just like to go for lunch with John and be called Wilco.
Yeah. Well, you live opposite him. Because he's going to be away in Cornwall soon. You need to do it soon.
That's true. I'll text him in a minute.
Text him.
No, you won't.
I will actually,
right,
and he won't get back to me.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's rubbish at getting back to you, but...
At least he's like that with you as well.
Yeah, hopeless.
And does Martin live... Sorry, we're taking so much of your time.
No, don't worry.
Sorry. This is Doc Martin heavy, this one.
Yeah, oh, wow. We've had other people... This is even Doc Martin heavy for us.
Okay.
Well, we do Canal Thursday, so they'll have to bed in this week.
Right, okay.
And Martin Clunes lives there. Did he live there originally, or did he move there?
He does not live there. He lives in Dorset.
Oh.
Yeah, he lives in Dorset.
Oh, I thought he
Don't quiz David on this, he knows.
the logistics of the show.
Martin, I sort of want to be Martin Clunes because his life seems absolutely spot on.
Yeah, he's got a nice farm.
It's his production company, isn't it?
Yeah.
And his wife's involved.
His wife's the producer.
We know a lot. Shit, this is embarrassing amount of Googling.
A clip of him went viral. Do you see that clip that went viral when the motorcyclist Martin sort of parked?
Yeah.
But he came across beautifully in that clip.
Yeah.
It was the motorcyclist who was Martin Clunes sort of parked, like a third of his car was in the motorcycle spot, and this bloke just got a camera out. What are you doing there? And he's what? Anyway, he was trying to create a thing, and it went viral. But I thought Mr. Clunes dealt with it beautifully.
Yeah, he just sort of laughed it off, didn't he?
Yeah.
It's like...
He's class.
He is.
Class.
He is.
I nearly let myself down last night. Someone kicked the side of my car.
Oh.
Last night, yeah.
Why?
What do you mean?
And I nearly rose to it. I was driving through Brighton, and people were crossing, and then someone crossed, and I nearly hit them, so I beat my horn.
Right.
And then they just stood there going like that. So I beat my horn then, again, and then drove off. And then he kicked the side of my car.
But as you were driving off?
Yes, I was driving off, and I saw red. And I went to get out, but I was on this massive crossroads, and I just thought this will escalate. And do you know what?
Oh, I wish you had done that.
In my head went, I'm going to hit him, and he's going to fall over, and he's going to hit his head like that, and he's going to die, and then I'm going to be in prison. That will rattle my
that quickly?
Yeah, because I heard it on a radio show where that thing happened. This bloke basically punched someone. Because someone started on him, he punched him, he fell back and then in the story you're like just listening, and then he goes, and I've just got out of prison after 7 years, and I went,
oh,
right.
So well done for dealing with that. Well,
so what did you do? Just drive off angrily?
I swore.
Right.
What did you say?
I used the F word.
You can say.
I just went fuck. What? Sorry.
No,
Jess,
I went
what did
F
you
off.
You're allowed to swear.
F off, and
you did the old bird.
I think the middle one, and then I was literally, and he was, then he sort of stood there, I would look at each other, and then I was fuming, but I had that thing in my head: I'm going to punch him and he's going to die.
Right.
So because I hit like a jackhammer.
Oh, he's just going to go. What was that?
What was that? That was pathetic. And then as I drove off, the weirdest thing, I could see him in his window. Then he started running after me after the car.
Did he?
And I was like, and then
down the seafront.
This gets embarrassing. This was going through by the fire station that we visited.
Yeah. Sure.
Nice day out.
Didn't see that sentence coming, did you? Yeah, went up in the crate. It was really scary.
In the Simon Snorkel.
In the cherry picker
scary.
thing, yeah. And then I stopped again to see if he would.
It's a long old story.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. We need to get.
As well. And then I drove off, and then when I got to Badminton.
Hang on, Joe. So you were driving. He's running after you. You stopped.
I stopped.
Because you wanted a bit
to see what he'd do.
You were teasing him.
You were really in the zone.
Like cat and mouse with the car and running round.
And then he lost a bit of the wind out of his sails. And then I started to go, this is getting a bit embarrassing now.
Were you on your own?
Yeah, I was on my own.
Right.
And then I drove off to Badminton fuming.
Did you win?
And then I got... no, I lost 6-0. I lost 6-0.
Whacking that shuttlecock.
But what was quite good, when I got to the Badminton, I got my iPhone torch out, and I looked on the side, and my car was quite dirty, but you could see where his boot had scuffed the dirt on the side of the door. But he hadn't made any dent, but you'd see this big foot scuff, which sort of made me laugh.
I wish you'd filmed it.
I know.
What a weird thing to do in that moment. Quickly for Chatterbix, get the phone out, because it can make a good story when Jess comes on.
I'm really thrilled. Did you go in? So who were you playing badminton against?
I was playing. It was me and Annabelle versus Russ and Jane.
Right. Okay.
Hope you didn't bring that energy.
No, I bet you did.
No,
surely.
no, I didn't. I'd very much calmed down, and Russ and Jane whipped us.
Right.
Did they hear the story as well?
Yeah, they did hear the story.
God, it's a late start for the badminton game.
I know, we only got 45 minutes yesterday. I felt like saying it on the way out as well, but I think they were in a hurry to get home, I think.
But he wasn't waiting for you after badminton or anything?
No, I think he'd moved on.
Right.
I think it was only me that was playing on his mind.
I wonder if he's telling this story to somebody now.
Well, if he is,
kicked his car.
If he's a Chatterbiscuit, he's banned. He's not. That's
right.
what there's the Clunatics. We have the Chatterbiscuit.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. But I don't think he didn't look at the type who'd listen to morning banter.
Never know.
Didn't think I was going to tell that this morning.
I'm delighted to hear it.
How you kept it back. It's
I'd just forgotten until something was mentioned about. Martin Clune's ruckus.
Oh yeah, the Clunes motorcycle thing.
Yeah.
Do you reckon Martin Clunes would come on here, Jess? Do you think is it his sort of thing?
I don't know.
Can you sort?
Just say yes.
Yes.
Just say you'll sort it and then never get back to us.
Let me because I haven't seen him for 2 years, but soon when we go, I'll talk to him about it.
Oh,
and if he's got the two-pronged attack of me and John go on, it'll be nice. Then
what I don't like, Jess, is that we haven't seen it, so it feels a little bit piss-taking. It's absolutely not.
No, it's not.
It really isn't.
No, it's fine.
I really don't want him to. Yeah.
We want him to like us.
He will.
Yeah.
He totally will.
Yeah.
He's a nice man.
To be in that surgery, Jess.
You can be. I'm going to make it happen.
Oh, mate, honestly.
I'll make it happen. You could be like, I mean, if you were a road sweeper, there'd be some like seagull politics to.
I would absolutely love to see you going, but looking right down the camera like that.
Yeah. No, I'll play it. I'll play it right. I won't take the piss.
There's a danger you might overthink it.
Oh, I don't think you should.
Okay, can you not sweep as loud because we can't hear Jess in the sweet shop? That's 2 roads away.
Yeah, it's doing very gregarious sweeping there. The seagulls swarming around him.
Yeah, we should write another series because Terry the Road Sweeper feels like it's got legs.
Oh, that's another
The
thing that
loud
happens.
road sweeper.
Oh, really? They get a little seed.
Oh no, but sometimes people come in, they're like, "Oh, spin off of this character." You're like, "No, mate."
Oh yeah, nah,
No,
no, mate.
You say that to you're not getting a spin-off,
no,
mate.
mate.
Doc Martin, then Tell or Road Sweeper Tell.
Goes on the rampage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not going to last, is it? 12 years.
But also, quite often, some of the people in the waiting room will have concocted an illness that
I
they're there
bet they
for.
have.
Oh, no.
Oh
right.
God, I bet.
They have a little backstory, don't they?
Martin, I thought I could have my little finger. Yes.
Okay.
I've got other things to worry about.
Okay.
Yeah, fine. Have a broken hand. Have a broken hand. If you want to have, yeah, it's fine. Okay. First position. Yeah, have a broken.
Yep. Stop coughing, so I can't hear.
God, yeah.
Yeah.
Loads of that.
Lots of that.
God, we should let you get on with your life.
Yeah,
at some
thank you,
point.
Jess.
Yeah,
Hey, thanks
Jess.
for having me.
No,
And
you're
You're
right,
now a chatterbiscuit, and I hope it feels.
feels great. Feels great, guys. I'm going to make it happen.
I'm going to be
please.
there.
Please do.
I think I might irritate you.
No, I think it'd be great.
I think I might be a little bit clingy.
No, that's fine.
If you get David as an extra, I might come down and watch him be an extra, if that's possible.
Surely you can get parts. I'm going to campaign to get you actual parts in it as opposed to just being.
I just want to watch David be in it. I don't want to.
Right.
I want to see the pressure.
Okay,
get to
fine. Just come and spectate.
Okay.
What would be great is if he can turn up thinking he's a supporting artist, and then give him a couple of
him some
lines
lines. Sure.
last minute.
Okay.
So, yeah. With an action as well, hopefully, like a draw.
Yeah, what are you in for, Mr. Talbot? Pigeon dust.
Sorry, just said that on the podcast 2.5 months ago. Sorry, it just sprung in my head.
I'm gonna get on it.
Please do, please.
I'll make it
I'll
happen.
chase you up on it because
Okay.
this is.
Thank you, Jess.
Thanks, Jess.
guys.
Thanks for
Thank
coming
you.
on.
Take
Have a lovely
care.
day.
You
Have a
too.
lovely day, Jess.
Bye.
Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye.